Hi there, welcome to Kneppyinvests and welcome to a special answer and reply video where I'm going to do a standalone video for one question, and I might do these shorter answer reply videos more often. Now, I thought this particular question from YourFrienjamin deserves that particular honor, standalone video status, and his question or her question is there a platform that shows all ASX companies' announcement dates in one place, including AGMs, earnings reports, capital raisings, major deals, etc.? Absolutely they are. In fact, I'm going to show you three. Now, the first place you could go to is the company's website. Let's do PHP, investor relations. There we go. They should have most of their announcements in their particular this particular website. I never do this. So, for instance, financial results and operational reviews, presentation events, financial calendar, our annual reports, they should have most of their announcements within this particular page. And all companies listed on the ASX, in fact, all companies even listed on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, have an investor relations page. And the absolute truth that I have found. Now, I actually don't use or go to a company's page because there are other platforms where you can get all this information. And fun enough, here's BHP on CommSec. Now, if you do go to a company's homepage on CommSec, you're going to have three tabs. Typically, it would start off with summary, with buyer and seller depth. So, for instance, there's a lot of buyers want to buy, a lot of sellers want to sell BHP. This is the biggest company on the ASX, unless CBA has overtaken it. But you see these different tabs: summary, announcements, charts, dividends, recommendations, etc., etc. If you just click on announcements, it'll give you all the recent announcements released by BHP. And it's also, you can change the time period. So within the last month, within the last 3 months, 1 year, 2 year, or even custom. Now, it also says whether the announcement is market sensitive or not. So for instance, in the past month, BHP has not released one single price sensitive announcement. So sometimes what I like to do is just go back 2 years, and then we can go to see what the latest or the most recent BHP market sensitive announcement was, and that was released on the 28th of October. Summerco update, final agreement with public authorities, and before that, quality activity report on the 17th of October. So I do use this particular platform quite a bit. Now, you don't have to trade through CommSec to use this platform. I don't do it. I don't trade through CommSec because the fees are too large, but I still do like their platform. Now, one of the reasons I like their platform is probably because I started trading via CommSec, and I just like the platform. Now, another way you can find individual companies' announcements is via Market Index. There's probably other platforms out there, but I use this a lot. So all you have to do is put BHP in, BHP, and you go through this and down, maybe a little bit down, or their announcements. Now, you can choose announcement type. So this could be maybe your preference, because in CommSec, they don't have that filter. See, there's no filter here. Just lists all the announcements. But in Market Index, they do have a filter here. So if you want to look at the annual reports, there we go. All the annual reports over the past 5 years. If you want to have a look at their AGMs, here their AGM announcements over the past few years. So maybe this is your preferred platform just because you do have that filter. Now, for some reason, their price sensitive filter does not work. It works now, but once I go to, if I go to all announcements, the filter only works for a single page. Or maybe they've changed it. It looks like they've changed it. It used to not work for me. So I do like this. And the other thing I like about this is there's no time period. You can go back as far as possible with BHP. So if you click the two arrows, the back button, you go all the way back to 2006. So you can look at all the announcements. BHP Bulletin released back in 2006. And I actually do this a lot for companies I'm researching, go all the way back just to see the history, just to see what has changed over the past almost 20 years. Okay, so there's probably other platforms out there that let you do this, but I don't really use those. So typically I use CommSec, also Market Index. Very rarely do I go to the individual companies' homepage, but you can definitely do that. But those are the three things I do use. And maybe some other viewers of this channel have their own recommendations, and I'd love to hear those. Maybe there's somewhere better that I have not yet discovered. Okay, that's all I have for this particular video, answering your Frienjamin's question about platforms that show all ASX companies' announcements dates in one place. If you have any other questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who's qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.